Alrighty then, let's go. So this is a quickie, okay? And I had to jump in because I saw something on my Twitter, and I had to comment also about it. So you guys see that title? I just did this like 5 minutes ago. This is for those of you who are working, okay? My students who are getting ready to go to work, and or I don't care if you get ready to get your CPC or XYZ. When you're in a facility, I don't care what you see that's going on that has to do with a doctor and a nurse or a doctor and another doctor. This is you. I don't care if you have to go in the bathroom and just scream and you just dying to do something. You have to stay neutral with that and stand your ground and stay your place. It's very hard to do when you are always in the midst of something. I understand that. But in these situations, the hierarchy, y'all my students, y'all know what that is. 9 times out of 10, they're gonna win. The hierarchy is the doctor, the PAs, the nurses. That's how it goes. The messed up thing about it is when you do think that you are doing the right thing, it's not the right thing. Most, if not all facilities, you cannot record certain situations without the other person knowing that they are being recorded. It is not submissible. You cannot do that. I heard the video. The video was appalling. I'm not going to repeat what's in the video that was circulated. But you, who I train, you who are working in the hospital, you have to refrain from doing that. You guys remember many years ago, I told you about a situation that I had when I was in the OR. And again, they hired a nurse many years ago, in 1999, 98, I don't know when it was, but I was in the OR. And I always had my instruments, everything on time in the OR. And me and Dr. Gray were tight. Bless his soul, he passed on. She came, where's this? Where's that? Where's this? She has no idea of the coordination that we did in Long Island Jewish in our OR. The instruments were already in it, the bolts, everything, already had them done and everything. Apparently, she didn't know where they were or something. But, at any rate, sometimes you have to just slow down. In that case, okay, she just got under me, and I just, and of course, when you see somebody and they're coming in and they brand new, you immediately want to just flip out as soon as they say something to you because they don't really know the ropes of what's going on. So yes, got pissed off and I walked out of that OR. And Katrina told me, she said, "Lisa, you sure you want to go?" She's like, "Yeah, I gotta go. I can't work with somebody like that. She gotta go." She could no, I left. And you guys remember that was years ago. I don't know where Katrina is, but that was my manager when I was in the OR when I first started Long Island Jewish. And yeah, I did. I got back in, but that was only by the grace of God that I got back in. When I did that, I was like, "Uh oh, the car payment. Wait, hold on. I gotta go back over live with my mommy. I got. I ain't think about none of that. I was like, I ain't working for her. I gotta go. I said, first of all, she would talk to me like that, and all that it comes out. But you have to realize you're still in the facility, and without me, where they gonna get the rest of the instruments from? XYZ. Dr. Graver, he need this, he need that. I gotta get that thing steamed out of here. I wasn't thinking like that. I just was thinking like, all right. But by the grace of God, I got back in there. In this case, it's a totally different situation. The person was contracted. Do you know if you do something in a certain facility, even if you're a home health aid or agency, which I'm telling you this happened, they can ban you from being a contracted nurse. They can ban you from working anywhere. They can put you on a suspension for 6 months with the state, and you're not working for none of them. You contract? Oh, all right. You ain't got a leg to stand on in most cases. Maybe y'all tell me different. If it is in your state and it's different and you got a lot of backup. If you work for the facility and you got a union, then you got a backup. When you contracted and you coming in, man, it's hard to get somebody who's going to back you up. You got to be a part of the league You have to be a part of that facility. You are outside and you coming in and you're recording what they work for the hospital and you're recording that. In that situation, it's unfortunate, but I'm going on my own opinion. I don't think it's a win-win situation. It's messed up. And that provider, I'm pretty sure when they were talking about he was on his way out the door, he was totally disgruntled because he may have been fired or he may have been XYZ. I mean, from what I saw, it looks like he's still there. And the other nurse is also still there. The nurse, which was the contracted one who did the recording of the doctor, they let her go. So this is what I'm telling y'all. Listen, you see something going on in that hospital, steadfast. Close your ears. When it's the doctor and the nurse or XYZ, you must remember that the provider is a hierarchy. And that doctor has a lot of stuff behind him. We're going to go through that on another video because I know I got a video out there in reference to the doctors. I got a video out there. But this is just a quickie with me. You're going to work tomorrow, and I ain't going to name no names, but this is for you too, one of my students. You see something going on in there, you keep it neutral. Them people that have been working in that hospital for years, I don't care what you see, keep it moving. Do what you got to do and keep it moving. I don't want no opinions to no doctors who've been working there for years. I don't want no opinions about that coder who's been working there for years. You always remember, you are the new person. You've not fitted in yet. You've got to hold that in. You've got to. You guys remember how I always say, fake it till you make it? Go on in the bathroom and just start screaming. I don't care if you flip out when you go home. First thing you're going to think about before you go jumping in something, the rent, the mortgage, the car, the kids. My kids used to argue, Mom, what you doing home today? Mom, why you home? They used to be paranoid if I, but I'm just saying, think about the kids and stuff before you do that. Do I think the hospital was in the right in the termination? They had to do the termination because I'm pretty sure there is a rule in that facility, which is in most. You cannot record somebody without them knowing. It will not hold up in court. I understand that the person, she's got the attorney and she's got the so and so and she's got let it go. Let it go. Let it go quickly so somebody else can hire you quickly before that thing hits the fan. And then if you state that thing is going to go through the system, it's going to be a red. Can't hire her. Can't hire her. Just like when you're a nurse. When I became a CNA many years ago, there's a license on there. And she's still a license on there. Put their license number in. They know who I am. They know who I am. To this day, they put my nursing license in there. They know exactly who I am. So, I don't know, what videos that they watch or what videos she's watching or whatever, but I understand that, but you can't do that. You guys who are my students, you guys who are watching on this channel, make sure that you're precarious when you are working at a facility. There's all kinds of stuff that go on in a facility. And I can clearly hear what gentleman is saying. I can't even say gentleman because he was in it. I've never heard anything like that before in regards to a provider. And there are times when providers are burnt out too. They burnt out. And it sounds like he was just, he was going off. And the thing that I didn't understand about it was, why is the nurse going off right around with him? And she's sitting there saying, you crazy, you crazy. Okay, so if you know that this doctor ain't wrapped too tight, why are you sitting there going back and forth with him like y'all at home? And you took, I could hear the patients in the background, and I could hear other. She's telling patients, yeah. So you two are in an emergency room. There's people on y'all that's going to document that on a piece of paper. On a piece of paper. And when investigator comes around, that I can't even think of what we call him now. Start with a C. Y'all know what it is. I got it on the tip of my tongue. But when she comes around and she starts asking questions, she's going to ask for people's deposition. She's going to ask for people written notice. That's when you're going to give that in. You can't do a video and then put the thing on TikTok. They're going to find out about that, and that thing, it's going to go deep. Because in the video, I'm on her side totally. I'm on her side totally. I'm on her side. In the video, She has on a. Where's my chain at? I don't know where it is. My thing that I put around. I put my badge on. You can clearly see the hospital name on there. Now, maybe that's not the hospital name. Maybe that's the agency that she works for. But you guys, sometimes I wear my post office thing, and it's post office on it. You can clearly see that in the TikTok video, and the thing just gone straight viral. Now, I didn't read all the posts that were on there, but I'm just saying, like in my opinion, just like what I'm telling you, that's what I put on there as a post. Unfortunately, you're not going to win that. How are you going to win that when it wasn't you? It was somebody else that you are recording, even though you did say it happened to her as well. It happened to her as well. He was acting nuts with her, screaming and yelling XYZ. Okay. Did anybody record that? So why would you record that on a nurse that actually works there? This doctor is employed. He's not the doctor that was in the physician offices. You guys know when the physicians come in and come in the hospital doing the surgery, he has his own practice, but he has his surgeries right here. They can't fire him because he's just doing this surgery there. He has his own practice. He can go somewhere else. So when she said they fired him or they terminated him and they said he got 2 weeks, he's leaving in 2 weeks. It was like, okay, so he actually does work for the hospital. And him being as irate as he was, I mean, I heard it for 2 minutes and it was, I think he told her to shut up and he hate, XYZ and, he hated this place or whatever. Listen, I'm telling you, I'm not defending the doctor. I'm saying I'm being neutral right now. And no, he should not be acting like that. No, he has an oath. He has an oath that he has to do. And the oath is, let me tell you something. In that oath, there's a lot of stuff in there, and I want y'all to look that up. Okay, that he should not be doing. Okay, she said that he has a patient out there, and you're not going to assess the patient. You're not going to assess the patient, and the back and forth, and I could tell from the hierarchy side of him, it was who you talking to, who you XYZ, and literally they both were not giving each other any type of respect. I have never in my life experienced anything like that before. Uh, I mean, I had to listen to it 2 times. Let me tell you something. When you work for a doctor, that doctor's your right hand. Y'all know I go to different facilities. I go to different hospitals. I meet so many different doctors. You guys know I'm now in Georgia, and I still would deal with them, on a Zoom basis. I still deal with them. Whoever I'm contracted with, not as a nurse, but you guys know I go in there and teach. I go in there, I handle the AR and the revenue cycle. Never in my life have I heard anything like that before. And I don't want to be too explicit about the video. You guys find it; it's out there somewhere. Those type of doctors are, are the best doctors that I've seen, and I could tell the type of doctor by the voice of the provider. And whatever happened with the complaining about him, it triggered off his CFO or whoever was his lead, his detail. It might have been his charge over there. Clearly, in the video, he sounded like he was already burnt, waiting for somebody to say something to him. I'm just trying to see if he was the only one on the floor in the emergency room. Doctors can get burnt out too. I'm not making no excuse for him. Doctors can get burnt out too. And he was already been spoken to, written up or whatever, XYZ. And because they said 2 weeks he's leaving. We terminate him, he's leaving in 2 weeks. This was before she did the video. So if he was already leaving in 2 weeks, why y'all triggering him? Y'all already know he crazy. And you can hear them, they're like, you crazy, XYZ, he's this, he's that. And the nurse that he was fighting with, the other one she wasn't saying it, she was just literally recording it, and then she just kind of put what he was saying, you know, it just, we can't do that. We cannot do that. Plenty of us want to record certain people. I'm telling you. And the messed up thing is that you should win, but you don't. You should win, don't you? Don't. You guys know people who sometimes when you I don't know. I've seen this on TV so many times. People getting, have like interrogation, and next you know, they sit there and they get in trouble. And they don't convince their own self that they did it. So you know what I'm saying? It's like an if and an and. If I say this, I'm gonna get in trouble for that. If I do that, I'm gonna get in trouble for that anyway. So why not just let me just stay out of it? Let me just X Y Z. And that's not what happened. And it wasn't like it was submissible to a friend. Now, the rules of Tik, I don't know the rules of TikTok yet. I'm still messing around with TikTok. Y'all can see. Usually, I try to even, you know, read up on it and figure out what's going on. But I know the rules in a hospital and a facility. Okay, I know the rules in the hospital. It cannot be done. It cannot be done. It has to be written up in documentation. That doctor has a file just like the RNs, just like the billers, just like the coders, just like AR, just like the follow up, just like the senior managers, senior patient access, senior revenue cycle managers, senior operation managers, senior collection managers, senior. So everybody has a file. Everybody has a file. So that's why I don't feel like what she did was called for because she was booted out. The nurse that you see that you hear screaming and yelling at him, she said she said she heard the doctor was also still there. Now I'm pretty sure the other nurse that was there, she may have resigned or she may have went someplace else, but she worked there. She worked there. A lot of times they say, "Well, why did you leave?" You're not going to tell them specifically why did you leave in a situation like that, because even with the nurse that was there, we would be afraid that she would do this to all the rest of the doctors that's burnt out. Maybe he was an intern. Maybe he was, grad. Maybe he needed to go upstairs in that dorm and lay down, and then he needed to collect himself and come back. Because as long as it went on, how can nobody break that up? Why didn't anybody call? You see what I'm saying? Even though I'm pretty sure he was in the room, her coworkers, the one that was doing the video, to me should have went and got her and said, "Come on, let's go." Because you know who's gonna take the fall? You. I'm telling you, most situations that's like that, it's a lose lose situation. It's a lose lose situation. You can fight it and fight it and fight it and fight it. And all the time you fight and fight it, even if you win, you've already been tainted. They're not going to take you. I'm telling you the true story. It's a true story. I know somebody who went from hospital to hospital. Every time she go to the hospital, she's flipping. Every time she go to the doctor this, doctor that. Every hospital. Now she can't even get work at one of the hospitals because now they're like, okay, oh no, we already heard about her already. No, because we no, we no, we need see. So you have to be careful when you do that. You have to be careful when you do that because sometimes you can get in those type of situations. You can't help it. You can't help it but rise up. You can't help it but rise up. But you have to work on that control. We all have rose up at a point or another. I rose up at a point or another, knowing that I shouldn't have, knowing that I shouldn't have. But it's just like adrenaline. When you know you got this behind you, that, and that, and that, and you get ready, that food sitting in front of you, and boom, you cannot help it. When it's over, you're gonna go, oh man, what I do? That's what you're gonna do. So you could be, pissed off, and you're gonna I don't know what you call it, the universe, the subscribers, or so on. So they can't help you get your job back or go to a next because you're gonna need a referral. You know, somebody you need a reference. If you go to vouch for you, they might say, now those are times they call. they call and just kind of verify your employment. They ain't supposed to tell them nothing, but you started, you start here and then you left or whatever, and X, Y, Z. The main question that I always ask is, will you hire her again? That's all I want to know. Would you hire her again? Now, what if the doctor say or somebody say, would you hire her again? No, she around here recording people. We don't know. It's not funny. I'll tell you, it's not funny because people have bills to pay. Okay. Y'all make sure y'all watch my videos. Y'all got to get my watch time up. All right. I'm trying to hit the videos and a lot of times I'm getting better because I'm starting to think of stuff that I got to make sure you all know. So my bills. Okay. I don't know why I'm echoing here. I have furniture. I don't know why I'm echoing. Listen, you see something? Mind your business. 'Cause you're going to mess around and find out. Okay. Y'all know what I mean when I say mess around and find out. All right. But I ain't going to curse. Y'all know that. Mind your business. All right. I don't care if you have to put your earplugs on, especially if you coming in as a contract. You coming in on a contract. You're trying to get in. You're trying to get on a permanent contract so you can get the benefits and stuff. And even if sometimes you have benefits working for the contract agency, but you're gonna pay out your ear. You're trying to get in. You coming in. You trying to. When I fix y'all's resume and that resume is par, and y'all get in this place where I'm sending you, I've been out here one negative thing about nobody. Nobody. All right, I had one incident many years ago. She went in there and looked at the boyfriend's record, knew he was the boyfriend, and it was history. It was history. Okay, that's breach. That's like what happened to Shador. They breached it. They know they had to pay a fine, and they know he ain't going to contest it. He can't contest it. That is the law. That is a HIPAA law. The same thing for the football. You leave somebody's information out, he should have got jail time because you get jail time for that. You leave this out or whatever. This is a job I'm trying to get for somebody. If you leave something out, you're not supposed to do that. Okay. So just remember that. All right. And don't forget, I'm going to do that whatnot thing tomorrow at 6 o'clock. Okay. I'm going to do it at 6 o'clock. And that's the only time that I'm going to do that $15, $20 course thing. All right. This is it. That's the key code. Okay. That's the only time I'm going to do that. Y'all watch that. This is my first time doing that whatnot thing. Okay. I don't know about the TikTok thing. Like I said, I set up to this and set up to that, but I don't know if we're gonna have TikTok. Y'all know I'm a YouTube person. I like YouTube. Even though I still don't hardly know how to work. King Exhibit. I don't know what his name is, but I always watch his videos. He helped me. He helped me out. Um, because I still don't know what I'm doing. I watch this guy too. What's his name? His name is Gary V. Gary V is good. He curses so much. He curses too much. But I'm telling you, he good. He good. Watch him. Y'all start a new YouTube channel. Watch him. He is good. I mean, he real. I mean, a lot of stuff that I have done, I got it. I got it from him. And make sure you guys, if you guys are doing the YouTube channel, just do it. Just do it. But for my students, I want y'all to make sure y'all watch and subscribe. Watch and subscribe. Okay. You see something going on in that hospital between employees, doctor, nurse. Okay. Now, if it's something okay. If you see something, say something. But in that case, it's different. Okay, don't be going in there talking about you go record the doctor. The doctor is hierarchy. I ain't saying you have to be scared of her, but I'm gonna tell you right now. Listen. Watch that next video. Watch that next video. And don't forget to watch that video while I stop lying. Okay? Watch that federal video. That Fed video is good. I want y'all to watch that video because I got a lot of stuff in there and I want y'all to take heed to all that stuff. From house to credit to XYZ. You know what I'm saying? If you can't make yourself happy, then just forget about it. What are you going to do? You have to make yourself happy. And I got so many of y'all that want to do my class. And a couple of y'all I haven't heard from. Reach out. Do that whatnot thing. You guys can do that without joining the class. Don't forget, you don't have to join the class. Just buy the course, look at it. If that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. Okay? I'm gonna put it out there for I think $15 or $20 or something like that. I just finished uploading the training guide, Sapphire training guide in Amazon. It should be released tomorrow. And the new billing and coding, they should be released tomorrow. I'm working on the medical terminology series two. Series two. This is one. Look, this is one. It's Sapphire position coding series one. I don't know, I forgot what. I'm working on two. You guys remember? I forget. I'm doing 18 series, but between me working, doing this, working at home, and then going to the other job, I don't know how I'll be doing it. I don't know how I'll be doing it, but I'm almost finished with the series two. It's going to be a red book, similar to the one that you guys see right there. I should have printed it out because the draft is not finished yet. But again, listen, the billers, if you're going to bill, okay? Coders, you're going to code, okay? Nurses. This is for my nurses out there. I had RNs do learn how to code. You have RNs that work with providers, and they need to help them with the intake. Sometimes the nurse has to put it in. A lot of the coding managers are nurses. Okay, this is for my nurses out there. Okay, I don't want to see y'all on TikTok talking about the doctor did this and the doctor did that on a yelling argument type of basis. Now, if there's something else, y'all better be telling. Okay, don't record it, but y'all better be telling. Okay, so I don't know. I heard something move over there. Okay, I'm telling you. My mother's in here. Sometimes I hear myself talking. I think it's my mother. But who out there, their mom passed, and you be just, I hear my mother all the time. I be talking, it sounds just like my mother. I'm saying like a mirror. Sometimes I go in there, I see my mother right there. But that's why I always say our mother. My mother's right here with me. I have a big picture of her right here. But that came to me, and it's no way that I'm not gonna put that on this YouTube. All right, be precarious of your surroundings. Don't make yourself want to get something. Okay, because it looked like she was in a whole nother room. Or if she was in the emergency room, maybe she was in the back and she still could hit. But it had to be more than one person in there, unless it was like 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning. There was only like two nurses there. But if you're not going to intervene and just say, "Oh, come on, walk away, walk away, walk away. Come on, let's get the patient." Okay, you're gonna have to call in another doctor or call in something. If he around there acting like a fool, let him go up and act like a fool. Find somebody else. Find somebody else to do it. Okay, go up on the floor because doctors are doing rounds at 2 and 3 in the morning. Go up there and find one. He's not the only doctor that was in the house. He's not. He's not the only doctor that was in the house. It was said that she admitted the patient. She did not admit the patient. The patient was already admitted. The patient was already admitted. The patient was already in the hospital. He just had all of these assumptions. Why did you admit the patient? Why did you do this? Why did you? You guys find it. Listen to it. Listen to it. Because I'm still shocked. I can't believe that something like that went on at a hospital and went on as long as it did. And nobody intervened on that and said, whoa, wait a minute, come. I mean, it was a back and forth. And I mean, it was nasty. It was nasty. Believe me, that hospital was full. Even if it was, everybody was down there. The PSA, PAS, the whatever, they all was down there. So that's why I'm not condoning the video. I'm not condoning the video. I don't think the video should have been done because of it's going to backfire. It's going to backfire. So this was only a quick 30 minutes. I want y'all to listen to this. Subscribe. Make sure you watch the rest of those videos. Watch those beginner videos. Um, Go to that whatnot thing tomorrow at 6 o'clock. Y'all can get from out of there. I took it down. It's not on anymore. And I'm about to go through some of my videos and some of the stuff that's on here. So make sure y'all subscribe to my channel. Sometimes I have epiphany to just put something out there. I'm starting to get used to doing the live videos, and I kind of like the live videos because I like when you guys come and have questions for me. This one was not planned. I just did it in 2 seconds, so y'all don't even know one other than looking at the little red thing and it knows that Miss Lambert is on or Step by Education is on. Like I said, when I come up with stuff, I'm going to definitely let you guys know. And One thing I do want to let you know, I'm going to do a different segment on this. Um, when you guys are going for your interview, make sure you are prepared. When you go to the interview, you're going to study for it just like you study for a test. I want to see, I know I'll keep index cards. Index cards. Study. I don't care if you put them you put them all over the place. Study. When you go to that interview, I want you par. When y'all finish with your course, that's what we heading for. That's what we heading for. We're gonna fix the resume. And we're gonna see what's in it. X, Y, Z. You see how I print these kind of things off? I print these things off so I can see what these people are asking for. I got to print off a patient access one, and I got to print off accounts receivable one. So what I do is I go on and I print off what they're looking for. What are they looking for? Y'all put that in your resume, what they looking for. So I print that off and we kind of go over some of the things. When you do your resume, I want you to put that stuff in there. Okay. Don't forget, those of y'all who are working in the front, don't be scared to provide that. Tell them what you need. Tell him what he's forgetting. That's what he wants you to do. Okay. I know they're busy. They're busy, but you have to get with the doctor, all right? And pay attention to HIPAA rules, okay? 1996 wasn't just something that they just made up, all right? Let's see what else is. I really don't have anything for today. I just wanted to kind of come in and throw that in there because I don't want you guys to go in there and you start digging in somebody else's closet. Um, just mind your business. Just, if you already sitting there, mind your business because to me, I think she already had a beef with him and herself. Okay, he was already being dismissed. This was a whole different scenario. Um, if it's that bad, you've got to walk away before you mess up your whole. Just like the dude with the Shadur thing. Really? Why would he do that? I mean, like, you done messed up your own career. Who gonna take you now? Who gonna take you now? His father got to be devastated. His father got to be devastated. But his father should not have left that open like that. Should not have left that open like that. Should those kids have called Shadur like that? No way. No way. No way. And like I said, it's not if he's going to contest anything. That's a law. Read it. Read up on it. Read HIPAA. It's a law. He can go to jail for what he did. That's somebody's patient information. PHI. Okay? PHI and PII. I ain't telling y'all what that is. Look it up. PII and PHI. Okay? It's bad. All right, so I'm gonna sign off. This was just a quickie. Every time I get like a half point in, I get like moves issues going on. But don't forget, you guys got questions for me? Send me an email, send me a message, hit me up on discussion board. Remember, discussion board is everything. Discussion board is text, email. Discussion board is FaceTime. Discussion board is Teams. Discussion board is Zoom. Discussion board is however we talk. That is discussion board. Discussion board is social media. Okay, you guys need a one-on-one. Hit me up. I give you a one-on-one. Don't forget, if you see me in that classroom, it's a check on my face. That means I am in the classroom. Okay, I'll always have it open. So even if you do not see me, I am in the classroom. All right. So this is the code for tomorrow. All right, this is the code for tomorrow. All right. So I'm gonna sign off now. Let me see what else is in there. If I come up with something else, I'm gonna let you guys know. But I'm telling you right now, I don't want to add none of that. If I get you in Dr. Jones's office and he sit there, he's all right, something ain't right. You said you're Miss Lambert. He ain't acting a fool. He ain't acting a fool. Okay, be calm. I'm up there right now. Let me see. You steadfast. You steadfast. Zip your lip. Okay. If I gotta pull you out of here, and I gotta come here. Let me tell you. Not to record anybody. Do not. Okay. Do not do that. You cannot record somebody. They do not know that you are recording them. Okay. It's a whole different story when you talk about enforcement. It's a whole different story. Law enforcement is totally different. Read up on HIPAA. Okay. I want y'all to read up on HIPAA and read up on high tech. HITECH. Okay. Read up on that. Okay. I don't know what that is. Read up on that because I want y'all to know that. And let me tell you something. I don't know who's up to. No, all y'all should be. Well, some of y'all should be passed, but some of y'all are on medical billing. Look in your medical insurance billing book. Let me see where that is. It's in there. It's in your medical insurance billing book. Just before you get to, I don't know if it's Medicare, Medicaid, when they start talking about how Medicare, Medicaid came about, and who qualifies for Medicare, and then there's a section in there where they start talking about high tech, and they start talking about HIPAA, and certain privileges law enforcement has X, Y, Z, not you as a citizen. Okay, so just kind of be careful about that. Even us, we can't do that. Okay, that's just like you work for the federal post office. We can't take pictures of stuff around the post office. We can't record stuff and different things like that. All right, so I'm trying to think of something else that I can go at it with before I sign off, because I think I've set up for Monday, Wednesday, and Sunday. So the next video that I should do should be on Sunday, but I'm pretty sure more than likely I'm gonna end up coming back on, because I always run into something I gotta pretty much talk about, or that I want to talk about. So do not forget, watch your accounts receivable. I'm gonna make a video that has to do with medical billing tip line. So on that tip line, you guys can call. If you guys get stuck once y'all get out there working, if you get stuck and you don't know how to do something, give me a tip. Give me a tip. Oh, Miss Lambert, I'm stuck. All right. Make sure y'all collect those copays. Make sure you get that authorization. Make sure you scan it in the system. Make sure you check 2 days before. All right. I don't want the patient to get in there and we can't find the authorization. Okay, make sure you get the referral from the provider. No, they're not going to give the patient the authorization. They're going to give the patient the referral. We have to get the authorization. Okay, if y'all get stuck, let me know. All right, so we're going to sign off. Let me take this down, and I'll see you guys on Sunday. Don't forget, check out those videos. Okay, check my website out and get that book if you need to kind of brush up. All right, so I'm going to see you guys next time. I'm going to sign off.